Formed in 2011, the International Aerospace Environmental Group, or IAEG, is a non-profit organization that, through collaboration, develops and shares innovative voluntary environmental solutions for the aerospace and defense industry. One of the focus areas within IAEG is providing guidance to companies for implementing an environmental management system, or EMS, based on elements of the international standard ISO 14001. Developed by the International Organization for Standardization, or ISO, this set of requirements ensures that an EMS can adequately address environmental risks, aspects, and company goals. Environmental management systems are used around the world to improve environmental performance, reduce costs, support business continuity and quality, capture and respond to opportunities, manage environmental risks, and identify and monitor regulatory requirements. Some companies may not be prepared to implement all the requirements of ISO 14001 to create an EMS. However, incremental steps toward implementation will support compliance, decrease risks, and help companies realize opportunities to improve environmental performance and reduce costs. To facilitate the EMS adoption across the industry, IAEG has developed the EMS Maturity Framework, which provides a tiered approach to meeting ISO 14001 requirements. It enables companies to develop a system that is appropriate for their situation, taking into account environmental risk profile and size. The framework has 4 levels of maturity: a foundational level, an advanced level, a leading level, and a world-class level, or ISO 14001 certified. Companies can mature their EMS by phasing in new elements as their situation evolves, building upon previous levels. Each level has requirements that fall into 4 distinct categories. Let's take a look at what this means for each level. The foundational level addresses the basic elements of an EMS and provides the groundwork for further environmental components. At this level, a company will focus on getting commitment from leadership, building an environmental policy or statement, managing environmental risks and requirements, and laying the groundwork for communication processes. This level covers the management of key environmental risks and incidents, and applicable environmental legal compliance obligations, such as obtaining permits. Environmental risks must also be controlled to minimize negative impacts. For example, proper storage of hazardous substances should be observed. Companies must also monitor a set of key performance indicators, or KPIs, which assist in measuring environmental impact. At the foundational level, these include monitoring electricity and water usage, waste generation, and environmental incidents. IAEG provides a robust set of measurements, both voluntary and required, for companies at every stage of the framework. At the foundational level, top management should routinely review the organization's environmental compliance status and KPI performance. And when non-conformance is detected, corrective actions must be implemented to mitigate associated environmental impacts and prevent similar incidents. Improvement is the goal of any EMS, regardless of level. A company should continually review the elements of its EMS to ensure ongoing excellence. The advanced level builds upon the foundational level. It requires a methodology to manage significant environmental aspects and risks, performance objectives, and targets to ensure environmental duties are being met. It promotes EMS awareness for suppliers, and IAEG's advanced level KPIs are monitored. At this level, EMS compliance is regularly reviewed by stakeholders and management. At the advanced level, environmental policies should reflect the organization's significant risks and aspects. Leadership is expected to provide required resources to promote an effective EMS and ensure roles and responsibilities are concretely designated and communicated throughout the organization. Companies at the advanced level expand the identification of their compliance obligations beyond legal requirements to include voluntary commitments. Companies also develop a methodology to identify, assess, and document their activities in order to understand the environmental risks they pose and have implemented and evaluated processes to respond to emergencies. At the advanced level, environmental objectives are established, as well as actions to achieve them, and Scope 1 and 2 greenhouse gas emissions are tracked. When non-conformance is detected at this level, companies should take a proactive approach to incident investigation and root cause analysis. Management is expected to undertake regular reviews of their EMS compliance and environmental performance, setting targets for progressive improvement. The leading level is a robust EMS level. At this stage, the company is managing environmental aspects from a life cycle perspective. This means the company is looking at its activities, products, and services from the earliest stages to their final phase and considering environmental risks and opportunities. Additionally, a leading level EMS includes mandatory internal audits and expanded communication requirements, and companies at this level commit to continual improvement, with all ISO 14001 requirements being met. The framework provides a matrix for companies to match the expected maturity level of their EMS to their environmental risk profile and organizational size. Companies are encouraged to evolve their EMS until they have implemented all the requirements of the leading level. At full maturity, a company can be certified as having a world-class EMS by obtaining the ISO 14001 certification. IAEG provides a number of resources to help companies reach their goals. For example, the EMS Maturity Framework Guide features in-depth explanations of each EMS element and maturity level, with examples of each element to support implementation. The guide and other helpful resources are available at www.iaeg.com.